Branded as enemies, blacklisted for their ties to Trump. More than 250 companies, including Macy's, LL Bean, Bloomingdale's, they've landed themselves on the anti-Trump boycott list. It's causing a lot of confusion, though, for consumers. Here now is Bruce Turkel, Turkel Brands CEO. There are 250 brands. I mean, it never ends. It's every day you go on Twitter, you look online, whatever it is, there's 5 new brands that you're supposed to boycott because they had something to do with Trump. Is it impactful when there's so many?
Well, it really depends. The bottom line for the companies, of course, is they have to know who their audiences are. If you look at audiences psychographically and demographically, it's safe to assume that some companies do, in fact, appeal to one side of the aisle or the other. But at some point, what are you going to do? Stop shopping, stop buying altogether? You need a boycott consultant, Melissa, just to figure out what to do.
Yeah, I mean, so there are some companies that try to take advantage of it successfully. You know, I mean, there was a Uber dropped their surge pricing at the airport when there was a taxi strike, and that was seen as hostile because it's like these guys are out on strike, and instead you lower your prices so you steal more of the business and make it easier for consumers to come over. Then people were mad at Uber for doing that, so they were saying delete your account and go to Lyft. So Lyft was trying to capitalize on that, and they gave money to the ACLU. I mean, it seems like they should all just focus on driving their cars.
Well, that one, I think, actually will be studied. That was really a business school case because Uber stuck their foot in it, whether they meant to or not. They made that big mistake. Plus, don't forget, Travis Kalanick, the CEO, was on Trump's economic committee. But Lyft was brilliant. They instantly said, we will give $1 million to the ACLU. So they put their flag in the sand. And more importantly, they didn't say boycott Uber. They said delete Uber. If you take Uber off your phone, you're not going to use it anymore. Here's the key. Uber and Lyft offer a fairly genericized product. This differentiated Lyft.
Yeah, except for that, I don't know how many people really actually did that and stuck with it until a Lyft didn't come by and they put their account
right away.
Yeah, but I wonder how many went back. We'll have to follow up on that. I want to ask you, though, about another issue, keeping with tradition. So despite publicly endorsing Hillary Clinton, Vogue's Anna Wintour says Vogue will not break the First Lady trend, telling the Wall Street Journal we have a tradition of always covering whoever is the First Lady of Vogue. And I can't imagine that this time would be any different. So they broke with tradition and they endorsed a candidate. They came out for Hillary Clinton, which they've never done in the past. And now they're saying, well, I guess we're going to have Melania on the cover. She happens to be very stylish and she's a model, which is supposed to be their brand. This is all dicey territory for them. What do you think, Bruce?
I think, again, there's 2 ways of looking at it. The one way, they are the Bible of fashion. They always put on a first lady, and Melania Trump is beautiful. She's a model. She is all the things we want her to be. So that makes sense. But let's also remember that magazines are in business. And just like your show, Melissa, and just like politics, they strive for controversy. There's no margin in the middle. You have to take a side to get people to pay attention. So they don't care if you like seeing Melania Trump on the cover, you hate seeing Melania Trump on the cover, but you pick it up and you buy it because it piques your interest. They have no political stake here. What they're trying to do is sell magazines.
I think she's lovely, and I think she's a fashion icon. I would be interested in it, but the people who hate Trump are very left-wing. They're in style. I mean, it is very much Vogue's audience. They hate Melania, too. So I don't know that even if this is like something that's getting them buzz, because really who buys magazines anymore? It gets them buzz, but for them, even though I think ethically it's the right choice, it could be the wrong choice financially.
Let me suggest that we don't take our political suggestions, our political direction from Vogue magazine
or
any more than we would take
but
it from Duck Dynasty. Right, exactly. There's politics and there's entertainment. We should know enough to keep them separate.
Okay. Bruce, always here to sort it out. Love seeing you. Thank you, my friend. Come back soon.
Thank you, Melissa.
Anna Wintour, wasn't she the